Currently short the December E-mini S&P. This is a 5-minute chart, and the market has come down and it's reached into the A point. This is the reaction zone based off the A count. And so I'm watching this. I think it's completed the cycle, and it's telling me I probably should be out on the short side. Even though the market's moving down, it looks like it has completed the cycle here. You can see how it did make a high inside the B count. That's the B zone. And then the yellow bars kept me short right down into the A zone, but we moved up. And the center bar moved up into it, which is a suggestion that we could come on down. So short from about the 1755.50. So it's probably a good time to step out. I'm going to probably put my, it's probably time, let's put the indicators on here, the pitchfork, and do my price projections to see what if we are at the end of the cycle here. So I'm going to put the pitchfork on right here, anchored at the top. Put at the low and the top of the first reaction swing. See how the market has moved out of there, which means it's kind of gaining momentum, but I want to do a shift on this. So I'll click a shift, which allows me to capture the flow of the market with a pitchfork. Gives me a better look at, I should say it helps me do the price projections with my action reaction line. So I can draw that, and I'm bringing it down here and putting it right here where the line crosses the median line, right in the reaction zone. You can see that was a target. So I do expect this market to start turning higher. It has completed a downward cycle. So let's see what happens here. It's time to be out of the short side and look for a new bullish pattern to form. We'll see what happens. The market is moving higher. It had a failed swing pattern where the market, dropped down, took out that little reaction swing, made a new low, and then sucked right back up in the pattern. That's a pattern that I use a lot. I talk about a lot in my live webinars, and if you've read any of my material, you'll see that that's a critical part of what we do. And we did close higher on this price bar. Kind of completes that pattern, confirms that the downside is over. Want to be looking at the long side. I'm not ready to get on the long side yet because I want to see if a new pattern here. It looks like the program, the reaction point, just confirmed a new pattern and made new projections. You can see the two shaded bars. The first one is based off the B count and the A count. If you're not familiar with that, that's based off our action reaction, our market time and intelligence methodology that we teach here. So if you want more information on that, you can attend one of our webinars. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to wait and see how the market moves into the B area there. We did peak. We moved up and made a high inside the B, which tells us a high probability that we're going to trade lower into the next shaded area. That's the A. I just put on the Fibonacci levels. That's called my buy window. I look for the market to move down inside of that window while it's in the shaded area, the reaction zone based off the A. So I want it to move down in there. Most major turns occur when the market is inside right there in the middle during the reaction time period. So I really want to wait, see if it comes down there. If it does turn in there, then I'll know that. So you had a high in the B, and hopefully we'll make a low in the A zone, I should say. I'm going to wait and see what happens here. So I'll come back when we get a little action if it does reach down into that buy zone. Okay, there it did dip down into the buy zone. It's toward the end of the A area there. So it dipped down in there, made a new low. Now the market's starting to climb back up. It did exactly what we wanted. So it looks like it's forming a TR pattern, what I call a TR pattern, a trend reversal. So it come up, confirmed that bar. That to me confirms this reversal, the pivot low. That gives me my A, B, C, D points for a TR pattern. And since it went down in the buy zone, the early entry says you should be long the E-mini S&P right now. So it's time for me to enter to get long the E-mini S&P just above the 1750. And if I get another close here, then what I'll do is I'll go up and I'll start grabbing my pitchfork and start doing another time and price projection, which will give us an idea, give me an idea where the market's going to go, how far it's going to go, and how long it will take to get there. So I'll come back when I get for a little further confirmation and it's time to do the projections. Okay, I am going to put on my pitchfork here, anchor it with the A. I should see that's the B point, go to the C and D. It gives me the slope of the market, tells me the market's going to go bullish. I know that the reaction point software is still showing in the gold. The price patterns and the PFI are now neutral, and we are outlined. It does show a white bar at the top and the bottom, so it has brand new pivot points. That's another suggested buy area if it takes out that high pivot point. But I'm going to hold on to the long positions as the market pushes up. You can see it's pushing up and getting ready to test that high pivot. If it does, you should have a nice push through that. And then I can start making my price projections here. Okay, reaction point has confirmed a new pattern, and there you can see it made new projections because the gray bar moved. You have both the A and the B count seem to be pretty close together, so I think this is going to be a pretty critical area right up here, and it could mean the end of this price push up here. So now that I have this new projection area, I can go in and get the line. I can do my action reaction lines and see if there is a significant target area there. If so, then that will tell me that this is the end. Let me go get this. In a second, I'll put them on there. Anchor right there. Okay, it came up and met the objective right inside of the reaction zone there. So reaction point. It's time to be out of the long positions. The market here should now form a new reaction swing, or maybe do a little consolidation and move sideways. If so, that will give me a new signal pattern. So I'll wait and see what the market does here. All right, it did. You can see I'm back now, and it did move sideways, forming a new ABC pattern. This is part 1. If you stay tuned and check part 2 of this video, I'll show you how to use this one to make a new projections, and we'll see how this trade turns out.